Hey up lads and lasses, Damfire here, back again with some more GR2 content for you today. So there's been another update, we got the new event, etc, so we're going to jump in, have a look at that, let you know if I recommend going for this event or not. So we have the counter mark. It's not a bad one actually, I quite like the counter mark. Kind of like playing noughts and crosses a little bit. Collect Mira Crystal to exchange various rewards, including SSR Captains, Colonel Hatton, DMG guns, and Legendary. The Federal Shield, so these are new captains on the pickup box, so these are going to have higher chance to collect. So you've got Colonel Hatton and Instructor Brine. Cooling laser plugin is added to the orange plugin optional, but I didn't realize this wasn't already added. I've actually got some. Interesting. Either way, the cooling laser plugin is probably the best in-slot laser plugin for most of your laser builds. This one or the increased damage against shields are probably your go-to. The fact that lasers do EM damage anyway, and most shields have a weakness against EM, bar the primal tech, means that the cooling laser is probably going to out DPS it overall. Morning Glow can now be recycled. Morning Glow in the UK means something very different. Yeah. Anyway, we'll jump in and have a look at the events, and yeah. So we'll go through the notice. Search countermark. So the countermark is pretty standard, as it always is. You click on these, you try and make patterns, which are these combinations, like 3 blue X's and 3 triangles, and 1 or 2 of those, etc, etc. Prizes are standard. You got the Battleship com box and the SSR invitation boxes. You need a lot of these for anything. The Battleship box com boxes are slightly better, because if you've already got the ship, like say you've got a monster and you get monster comms from it, you can at least maybe use those for reforms or help increase the amount you can reform. So they're actually not too bad. The rest of it, yeah, not so much. I mean, the SSR, getting 1 Captain SSR invitation is pretty crap, to be honest. Rewards for the cumulative completion of each of these 9 circles. You have recruitment, advanced resource box, which gives you 1 of the mid SP units, 12 advanced SP units, 5 state alloys, 1,000 shape crystals, 430, mid plugin core 2s, and development accelerators 30. Depending where you are in the game, if you're on one of the new servers and just starting out, certain things are better here and more advisable to get. Again, if you're later in the game, some of the other things are a little bit better to get. Like, I probably will be trying to grab state alloys here because I'm behind on warship features, so I need to get those, which also means I need the mid SP units and the advanced SP units, but do what I can. We also have the advanced device box, purple or orange device. This will guarantee that I get an anti-air weapon, because the last 30 of these boxes I've opened have had purple anti-air, which I moaned about the other day to the devs, saying just remove the fecking things because they're totally and utterly trash. Monster Com Box 30, it's a shame that it's not a full ship, but it's still not a bad reward. Monster being probably still the top ship in the game, in terms of DPS for certain anyway. It can get quite tanky as well. But yeah, probably the best ship in the game, definitely worth trying to go for. DMG gun is now in the supply box, so you don't need to, you can roll the supply blocks to try and get this. The chance of you getting it's going to be a little bit more difficult. This splits into 2 ways, so it stays as a DMG gun, or it goes to the dual DMG side, and that's specifically for the Legion. So if you're looking for that very high damage split laser, this is it for your Legion. In my opinion, I think the AM gun does out-damage this, due to the fact that the AM gun has Pierce, and later on The DMG gun's not going to be able to break the shields on anything due to the fact that shields can get ridiculously strong when you get to tier 6, tier 7 modules on the shields. So yeah, the AM gun's going to be better in the long run for you. Although still very, very powerful in most other situations. Tacticals, this thing's great. Colonel Hatton as well, we'll talk about over here. So we have Colonel Hatton in the prob up chance. Reduces damage taken by allied forces. I don't rate him. Have they changed the SSR thing and the SR thing? Or is that just because these guys are federal? Either way, both of these are utter trash. I do not recommend grabbing them at all. Colonel Hatton's ability works at the very start of a match, or it triggers earlier in a match, and then you've got a damage reduction for a limited time. It triggers once. So once it's triggered and it's gone, that's it. He is now a wet paper towel. Brian, remove abnormal state when attacked. What he does, so if he gets attacked, he has a chance to remove an effect. It's not particularly great or useful, to be honest with you. These are two of the worst possible captains in the game. I don't recommend trying to roll for them whatsoever. Other than that, so Imperial Marauders. Oh yeah, we'll have a quick look. So you can get Imperial Marauders, which are going to be pirates at spawn. They're going to get you the counter marks. The other ways of getting your counter marks is with these cumulatives, which will add up over time. Krypton spending, daily activity points, etc. Daily tasks. I hate when you get the military competition one in here because you can only do it during the week. On the weekends you can't get this. But yeah, everything else isn't too bad. I mean, most people can get these quite easily. So you can get at least, what's that, 3, 4, 5 a day, plus whatever cumulatives you get. This is where we're talking about the pirates that spawn. 2 wins in the exploration, and Imperial Marauders show up and you kill them and you get your cumulative rewards from there. Tiger Shark Torpedo still up, so nothing's changed there. The only other change was in supply. Apparently the cooling laser plugins are in here now. So if we scroll down, which takes forever on PC, we'll eventually get to plugins, and we are looking for lasers, standard lasers, overload, cooling. Cooling is only 10%. This should be 15% in my opinion on a gold device. But yeah, 10% cooling's actually still pretty good. A lot of the lasers, especially deconstruction rays, which is your highest damage output laser, have very long cooling times, and shaving any time you can off them is going to help you out. So I do recommend trying to grab hold of one. It's not in prob up though, so I'd wait until they do something with prob up so we can get more plugins, or maybe we can request them. But yeah, 10% additional damage to shields, or the cooling lasers, probably your best bet. Quite a small one today, but that's okay, because that gives me more time to sort out my battleships for the next video on Thursday. So Thursday is the build series where we're going to carry on, and we're into battleship territory now. We have done the frigates, destroyers, and the cruisers. Do go check them out in the playlist. They are there. So if you want to get a good idea on how to roughly build ships for certain roles, that will give you a little bit of help, so you can see sort of best fits and stuff like that. Plenty of comments in there as well, giving great ideas for fits as well. But yeah, battleships is up next, and then carriers is last on that series. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out, helps the channel out, and I'll catch you guys next time.